Let's get something straight before the comments explode. The prequel trilogy was bad. Not misunderstood, not ahead of its time. Bad. And the only reason this is still a debate is because nostalgia hit the fandom like a memory wipe. People don't love the prequels. They love how the prequels made them feel when they were kids. That's not the same thing. Because if you strip away memes, GIFs, video games, Clone Wars fixes and internet jokes, what you're left with is 3 movies that are slow, awkward, poorly written, and emotionally empty. Let's start with the biggest lie fans tell themselves. George Lucas had a plan. Yeah, he did, and the execution was still terrible. Having an idea doesn't mean you told the story well. The dialogue alone should end the argument. Real people do not talk like this. They don't flirt like this. They don't argue like this. They don't express fear, love, or anger like this. The prequels are full of characters explaining their feelings instead of feeling them. Anakin doesn't fall to the dark side, he speedruns it. 1 minute he's sad, the next minute he's murdering children. There's no gradual slide, no emotional weight, just a switch flipping because the plot needs it to. And don't tell me it's Shakespearean. No, it's stiff. Now let's talk about pacing, because this is where people really lie to themselves. These movies are boring. Long meetings, endless Senate scenes, trade disputes, rules about rules. Star Wars used to be about movement, urgency, momentum. The prequels stop dead every 5 minutes to explain galactic paperwork. And before someone yells world building is supposed to support the story, not replace it. The prequels build a galaxy and forget to tell a compelling human story inside it. Which brings us to the Jedi. The prequel Jedi are not wise. They're not inspiring. They're not interesting. They're arrogant, stiff, emotionally disconnected and blind, and not in a tragic way. In a frustrating way. And yes, I know, that's the point. Cool idea. Still bad execution. Because watching characters make obviously stupid decisions over and over again doesn't feel tragic. It feels annoying. And the visuals? They aged terribly. Endless green screens, floaty characters, weightless action. The lightsaber fights look like dance rehearsals instead of combat. Fast spins, no emotion, no danger. Compare that to a single, slow, heavy duel from the originals or sequels and tell me which one feels real. Now let's talk about the fandom rewrite. Fans didn't start loving the prequels until years later, after animated shows fixed the characters, memes turned bad lines into jokes, video games added depth the movies never did. People confuse expanded content with good movies. The Clone Wars didn't prove the prequels were good. It proved they needed help. And here's the part people don't want to hear. The same fans who nitpick the sequels frame by frame will forgive anything in the prequels. Wooden acting, intentional. Bad dialogue, stylized. Flat romance, tragic. No, it was just bad. You can love something and admit it's flawed. The prequels aren't secretly brilliant. They're messy movies with cool ideas, iconic music, and terrible storytelling choices. And that's okay. What's not okay is pretending they're masterpieces just to tear down newer films. Because if the prequels came out today unchanged, the internet would eat them alive. No mercy, no nostalgia shield. So if this video makes you mad, ask yourself why. Is it because I'm wrong? Or is it because you don't want to admit that the movies you grew up with weren't as good as you remember? Because Star Wars survives honesty. It doesn't survive pretending.